Hey guys, Raj here and this is Diagnostic Plus. We had a customer came in this morning for oil change, but he did complain. He saw a couple warning lights sometime when he driving. So I tell him we'll scan it and see if we could find anything. There's no check right now, but maybe it might have something in the history. But just opening the bonnet and doing a visual inspection, we saw something. Stay tuned. So guys, we immediately see that this coolant is very low. I don't know if you can, but there's a little bit of coolant at the bottom there. It is showing pink, and that hose will not be able to reach that. That is low coolant. Another telltale sign of low coolant is that when you open the engine radiator cap, and please do this when the engine is off and cold, it's a quick way to tell if this engine has enough coolant. We see coolant inside there and there is none. If you look at how the hose is situated and its position, it is pretty high. So if there is coolant down there, we know that there is coolant in the system. It's one of the highest points. So we will top up the coolant, close the cover, and go to the live data on the scan tool and actually see that the water pump is turning. Right, we'll monitor the temperature and I believe it's the water pump speed and target speed. We will monitor and make sure those things are there, and then monitor the temperature while the engine is getting hot so the thermostat could open and we could see the coolant circulating. How we could know that without physically seeing it, opening the cap and seeing it, we will notice that the temperature is being maintained, which is a safe temperature. So if we have air coming into the system via the fan, like if we put the AC on and we have air coming into the system and the coolant is circulating, therefore we should be maintaining a safe temperature, nothing close to 95 or 96 degrees. So stay with us, guys. So as suspected, guys, engine coolant pump B control malfunction. Okay guys, so we have some checks to make. We have to confirm that it could just be low coolant, or we might actually have a coolant pump problem. Now this is quite common to the Aquas that make it almost 9-10 years. The coolant pump actually fail. Well, not exactly the coolant pump, just the impeller. It gets coolant inside it, it swells and starts to stick, so it doesn't rotate properly. So some warning lights there, guys, but nothing to be concerned about. We are in maintenance mode, so therefore we cannot go into EV mode, right? So the engine is continuously running right now, which disables the high voltage system. Again, maintenance mode. The other light was the traction control light. That is associated with a high voltage control module, so that is disabled also. So we are going to the live data now to check out the rotation of the water pump and make sure it is consistent and no variation. So we definitely going to pull up coolant temperature. We have to monitor the temperature, electric water pump speed, electric water pump target speed. Okay, we could see a difference in speed here. The electric water pump actual speed is 37 something RPM. That's 3,750 average, and the electric water pump target speed is 2875. So we have a big difference there, but remember, we just started. Coolant is now going in. It could have a low coolant level inside it. We will look at the temperature and monitor it. We're not at a critical temperature just yet, so we'll monitor this for a while. But definitely this electric water pump is turning. We are at 4,200 RPMs right now, so definitely it is working. Let's just monitor it and see how well. Stay with us, guys. So guys, we have the AC off and it's just allowing the engine to warm up with no added cooling from the air condition system, and we are seeing some serious speed variations here. So anytime usually we see a speed variation like this, we have to check the water pump, but again, we are currently dealing with a low coolant problem. So let's just check out this temperature here. We are at 95 degrees. We are almost ready for this fan to come on. The radiator fan should be coming on any second, and the thermostat will open and start to circulate the coolant. Okay, the fan is spinning. Don't know if you can see that. The fan just came on at a very low speed, and we have the temperature dropping. So we just switch off, guys, and we're going to allow it to cool down just for a little while, just until it is safe to open the radiator cap. Now we're hoping to see a low level that will account for the variation in speed. You know, sometimes you're pushing some liquid and sometimes you're not. You know, it will speed up when it doesn't have anything to push, obviously less load. So we're hoping to see that. Stay with us. So this is a little abnormal here, guys. This is what the speed variation will do. We could have a broken impeller, meaning that a malfunctioning impeller that will cause the speed to vary. Or it could just be air. That cavitation effect we are seeing, it means that the coolant is circulating throughout the engine. So the thermostat is open. Let's check our speed variation. Wow guys, look at that. It is failing in real time. Yeah, we have issues here. Wow, look at it again, guys. And this is why we monitor it for a while. This is why we actually monitor it for a while. So this is not a blown head gasket or anything like that. This is the actual water pump stopping and going, stopping and going. We can see it there. Fall flat to zero and start back. So at high temperatures, we are seeing a failing water pump impeller. And it will need to be replaced. Look at there again. Definitely. And this is why we take the time to confirm, guys. Yeah, this will have to be replaced. Hey guys, I just removed the airbox and this is the water pump there. This unit right here. So we had to get these hoses, coolant hoses off. We'll get the manifold off also and the throttle body just to make it very clear and safe to get the water pump out. One of the bolts is be underneath there and kind of difficult to get with the manifold being on. So stay with us. Hey guys, so you can see we have our pump out. This is the other part here. That basically was here. It is very tight here and not too bad here, and then tight here, not too bad here. So yes, it's looking like we have a faulty rotor, but you'll actually see this, right? I'm going to take the slip off and get the rotor out and we'll visually see the damages that happens when the coolant gets into the rotor. Stay with us. And there you have it, folks. This is what happens. The coolant eventually gets in. I guess then it corrodes the metal inside here, or the magnet as the case may be, and cause it to swell out, and therefore this part is no longer a perfect circle to spin free inside here, and it eventually sticks. And that is why we had that surging of coolant. 1 minute spinning good and then it's surging and actually throwing the coolant out of the radiator. It's because of this sticking, stopping and spinning back up, and we actually saw it in the scan tool also with the RPM of the pump went to 0. So that is our problem there, guys, and we will get this replaced. And guys, this is a permanent magnet. This will be a permanent magnet, as we can see here. So just like the electric motors in our hybrid vehicle, the rotors which is connected to the wheels are permanent magnets. So the theory goes current in a magnetic field, we will get motion, and motion in a magnetic field we'll get current. So that's your basis of motor and generator. Hey guys, Raj here again, Diagnostic Plus. So the replacement was successful as you saw earlier on. Now we just going to monitor the live data, and immediately we see a difference in RPM. We was like 4,000, 3,900, 3,700. Look how low the RPMs is now that we have a proper rotor in the pump. So you can see it there, guys. Electric water pump speed is 1950. Electric water pump target speed is 1325. Much lower figures than before, and the coolant temps is at 75 degrees, so we're waiting for it to reach around 95, 96, and the thermostat should open, and then we'll add more coolant. Stay with us, guys. 93 degrees, the fan will be coming on shortly. coolant starting to circulate. Could feel the return here. Same temperatures. The fan will come on any moment now. 94 degrees. 95 degrees. Should be coming on any second. And that's it, it's on. Yeah, I didn't even notice. Fan is running and we are cooling down from 95 degrees. And that's how it looks, guys, when it's running good. There's no surge, there's no throwing off of coolant. That's how we know when the thermostat is open and the coolant is circulated. We will get that effect only when the thermostat is open and not before. So we have to wait at least around 85 degrees for the thermostat to open, and we'll notice that the fan coming on around 95 to cool the system back down. Big difference from earlier on. No spitting out of the coolant in no violent way. So guys, we have the sending and the return coolant hoses feeling like the same temperature to the touch, so we know coolant is circulating. The fan is coming on. We are maintaining temperature. Right now we are at 91. We know that we have a good rotor now, so everything seems to be fine, and we'll see how it goes here. Monitor it a little more again, make sure everything is good and running good, and we'll see you on the next time. Thanks for joining us, guys. Diagnostic Plus.